It's sometime in March 2010. Today on the Recon Report, we're going to take a look at the Lieutenant's Manual for Leviathans by Catalyst Game Labs. I'm Jason, the creator of the Army Showcase, and the Recon Report is a YouTube series presented by TabletopBattlefield.com. In the next few minutes, we'll take a look at this quick introduction to Catalyst Game Labs' most recent game, Leviathans. Now, Catalyst Game Labs is a company run by several Battletech authors. They currently publish all the Battletech material under a license from Topps, and Leviathans is one of their first original games. Specifically, I believe it's their first original large-scale miniatures game. This is set in the alternate history universe. It takes place around the turn of the century. By turn of the century, I mean turn of the 20th century. And instead of having battleships that fight in the water, they have battleships that fly. I'm not sure exactly how these giant chunks of metal fly through the sky. It might be magic, but regardless, there's going to be 3 different rule sets. There's a quick start intro rules, which is what the Lieutenant Manual is. There's going to be a level 2 box set, which is going to come out here very shortly, and that's going to have several figures, some nice map sheets, and also some more detailed rules than what's in the Lieutenant's Manual right here. And finally, there's going to be a level 3 rules. It's going to be like the master rules and have a lot more detail, a lot more depth to the gameplay. So let's take a look at the Lieutenant's Manual right now. Now, the Lieutenant's Manual is only $3, and you can purchase it from the game's website at monstersinthesky.com. Now, this is a downloadable PDF, so expect to spend a few more dollars getting printed off at a local print shop. It comes in, I think, around 35 pages, and it's full color. And inside, you're going to find, obviously, the quick start rules, but also a short little story kind of talking, giving you a little background in the battle. You're also going to find, then, record sheets, some little ship identification cards, 2 map sheets, and of course some counters to play the game. So all you really need to play this game is the Lieutenant's Manual and a handful of dice. So get out some D4s, D6s, D8s, D10s, and D12s and go have some fun. Now, the rules for the Lieutenant's Manual of Leviathan seems like a pretty standard rule set for what you expect for this kind of naval space combat genre. Ships move according to the pseudo-Newtonian physics thing, where they got to move so many spaces forward before they can start to turn. And then, of course, they've got their usual firing arcs. You've got a forward, aft, and then obviously port, starboard, and turreted weapons. And damage is done to the ship based on the direction of the fires as it's coming into the ship. And to resolve damage, you roll a bunch of dice, add up the results of each of the dice, and if the total is greater than or equal to the armor in the location being hit, that location is destroyed. And once enough locations have been destroyed, the ship's keel cracks in half, it crashes to the ground in a fireball, and everyone dies. Well, okay, in all honesty. I don't really know if everyone dies in a fireball. I know the ships explode when they hit the ground. I just kind of did that for dramatic effect. Regardless, like I said, the rules seem to be fairly standard for this type of naval combat, kind of space combat genre. We'll see what they do in the full box that comes out here in just the near future. Now, I want to finish up with one small kind of little nitpicking moment here. In order to properly read the record sheets, they have to be printed out in color. The power of some of the guns, as well as some of the other effects, are kind of indicated by different colored circles or lines, and if you print them out in black and white, they probably won't stand out correctly the way they should. And the fact then that the record sheets are kind of half sheets of paper means that there's no real good way to kind of allow you to use like a dry erase marker over them. So you can't like slide them in a smaller trading card protector and do it that way as you do sometimes with War Machine. And I mean, I guess you could use like transparencies and get to buy some transparencies for the local office supply store and kind of staple them over at top. But that's kind of a kludgy expensive solution because you usually have to buy the transparencies in large numbers. So just one small little nitpick to finish up here for the Leviathan's Lieutenant's Manual. Well, there's a quick look at the Lieutenant's Manual for Leviathans by Catalyst Game Labs. Once again, I'm Jason. For more information on the world of miniature wargaming or to submit your own content, check out the Army Showcase and Tabletop Battlefield podcast over at www.tabletopbattlefield.com. Thanks for watching and have a good night.